It's important for me to say this when I offer up a suggestion or critique of something, it's normally only because I see a lot of potential. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me for another reaction video. Before I tell you to subscribe and hit notifications, which I've kind of done there already, I want to say a big thanks because I've seen a lot of comments saying that you really look forward to these reactions every day. Well, so do I. When I wake up, this by no means is a chore. I look at the schedule, I get really excited, and when I'm finished recording them, I think it's like I really hope people enjoy them. So I think of it as a win-win. So thank you right back. Yeah, this was another request that came through for a group I don't know a whole lot about. They are called Fifth Dawn. The song is called Defying Symmetry. There's not a lot else I could say on them besides let's see what they got. There's a lot going on there for just the beginning of the song. There's the what sounds like programmed sounding drums. It could just be electronic. It could just be edited that way. You've got the synth. There's a synth wind that's building up, and then you've got the keys that kind of they did a cool thing. They repeated the same pattern once or twice, and then they went into like a drop scale. Dun 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 dun. And I thought that was quite nice. It's a lot going on very quickly, but it does create like a nice sense of hype. So let's see where they go from there. You got that now distorted offbeat percussion coming in. I'm going to assume that was the chorus. Another thing is they look quite young, so it's something we need to keep in mind when it comes to things like songwriting and how they put the song together. Yeah, I thought it was pretty catchy. I thought that obviously her voice is meant to be the hero, probably followed by the key work that was happening. The band seemed as a kind of curtain to that at the back, and that's not a bad thing. That just means they knew when to kind of sit back and let that shine. Excuse me. Yeah, she's doing something that a lot of singers do, that I've noticed a lot of younger singers do when they kind of start out, is they overlap their vocals, right? And it's easy to do that in studio because you have kind of no limitations. You can redo things, you can create layers. So there were one or two parts where she sang and a note ran and she sang on top of the note as the next line. And that actually sounds quite cool. The problem is when you go live, people want you to replicate an album or as best as you can, and obviously add your different quirks in that make it live and things like that. But that makes it difficult to do. So it would be interesting to see how they do that kind of stuff live. Normally, it's a simple matter of they cut the note short, take a bigger breath, and it's noticeable, but it's not the end of the world. But it is just a small thing to point out. So far, so good. She's very much in a higher register for most of this. Give it to me straight, I need to know what world I'm in. I need to feel my own. There you go. It's a bit lower. Can you hear the sign? Will they listen? Can you frame me? That's cool. I like that. It is basically a way of, a lot of bands do that just before they head into a chorus when they're coming from either a bridge or mostly from a verse. They kind of filter out a drum sound, so they make it that really thin higher end, and they kind of pull all the EQ out of it, and it's just that quick, and it sounds very like it's played through a really old radio. And then when the drums come in again, it just adds a little bit more impact. It's about taking away a sound and giving it just enough time to make you comfortable with it being gone, and then hitting you with the full range of the EQ, which provides a lot of power. Can you frame me? I'll play the One thing I will say about the chorus that I do like is I think she's got a really nice melody that she's singing. I think she's doing a good job with it. But the drummer going he's not playing your traditional laid back kind of 4/4. Not to say it's so much based on the time, but he's not playing your traditional like 2 and 3 and 4. He's kind of doing something a little different, not new, but a little different for what the melody is, and I appreciate that. I think that's quite good. So that guitarist, when you came in, you saw him picking there. He's got a delay on that, but what he's doing with a lot of people, or at least it sounds like this on this first listen, it sounds like he's got a delay on. What a lot of people do with delays is they'll play a note, and that note will echo in the same time that they played it, or will delay in the same time that they played it, and then they have the option to either play on the repetition a note in between, which makes it sound really busy. What he's doing is he's playing on the same notes, but he's playing different notes. So as those notes start to decay, you'll hear the pattern and rhythm changing. It sounds really busy, but he's actually doing something quite simple. He's just being smart about it.
Give it to me straight, I need to know what road I'm in. I need to feel my own skin all over. Can you free me? I've been a victim in these games, in hollow worlds that circle me, in vicious cycles it haunts me. I feel the distance from this end, but I
Something that I think they're going into a bridge now. Something that bothers me, and it's not their fault. In 99% of the time, it's not the band's fault. It's the people doing the video. Excuse me, I feel like I got a frog in my throat today. When the band is replicating the song for a music video, the listener or the viewer is very aware of what notes they can hear and what they can see. And I was just about to stop and comment on how the bassist is actually providing a really solid structure. He's sticking to supporting the drummer. He's playing a support role in this, but he's doing a good job of it. And then I saw him kind of slide up the neck and do something high, but that's not audible, which means it either was mixed out or it never happened. So one of two things are happening is this could be potentially a slightly different part of the song that they've edited into the music video after doing loads of different takes, or maybe he's trying to be a bit more fancy for the video, and that kind of like, I'm like, oh come on, just stick to it, because I know it's such a small thing, but it's something I do pick up on a lot. But I am enjoying this. It's not a criticism of them, it's just actually more a statement about music videos in general, as opposed to something to do with them. Yeah, nice note. I think she's sticking in her high register quite a lot, and that's fine. I think she's got a good low register. Whether or not she has confidence in it is a separate thing. But I think you could hear it in the verse when she went just a little bit lower. You could hear actually there's some nice power there. And I think if you stay up in your higher register, it takes away some of the awe of it, from when you first hear it to when it's constant in the song. But she's doing a good job with the melody. Not sure in the music video. I don't really know what's going on, but the song's quite fun. I'm enjoying it. That's cool. So So this is it. This is me talking about a lower register. That is so cool because I know the chorus is going to be higher. I know she's going to sit in kind of, it's some of it's actually going into her head note, but it sits very, very high up in her register. This bridge that she's going into sounds lovely. She's doing a really good job in a when I say lower register, I mean a lower version of what she's been doing for the rest of the song. And I think she should do more of it.
Tell me why so far away. For when I woke up, I could still remember it. Oh, I'm scared to wake up when I know I'm still breathing. To me, it's my own fate. I'm playing victim in these games, and hollow worlds that circle back.
Keywords come back in. I really like that. So this is the chorus that they're just singing in an octave down. Now she's gone up. Yeah. I'm not sure if it was an octave down, but it was definitely a lower version of it in the end there. And then she slipped up into the higher parts. Yeah, I think I think that was a good song. I really do. I don't know what was going on in the video. It seemed like there was like a dream world, and then there was like the band sequence. I like when they change outputs and stuff. Yeah, I actually enjoyed that. It's important for me to say this when I offer up a suggestion or critique of something. It's normally only because I see a lot of potential. That's kind of it. It's never done in a negative way, and I would hate for it to ever be perceived that way. But it is a reaction channel, and we've got to be kind of honest, and we've got to give our opinion and discuss music. And if you're a band and you're putting music out there, then you are kind of subject to everyone's opinion on it. And I think they did. My opinion is I think they did a really good job. I think they're young. I think they got a lot of room to grow. I'd love to hear some of the new stuff they put in out, but I think it was a good song. I think she's probably. Just from the small snippet that I've heard, I think she's probably a better singer than she has the confidence in right now at this time. And I can't wait to hear more of their stuff and see kind of jump further. I don't know when this was done, but kind of jump further along in their catalog and see some of their more recent stuff. But yeah, I enjoyed that. If you liked it, big thumbs up. Then I'll have a look at some more. But yeah, Fifth Dawn, Defying Symmetry, really, really not bad at all. Pleasantly surprised in a lot of areas, so very, very cool. I hope you enjoyed that one. Until the next one, please be safe, please be nice to each other, and have a damn good day.